Banana and rotten fish? You like that?
This kid's been stuck at home too long. Anyway, it calls for these shells. I don't know how to say that. Philo? Anyway.
Got it all figured out, wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight, I am going all the way.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Tia with Tia and the Beasleys, and today I figured I would record another What I Eat in a Day on Weight Watchers, or WW. I am currently on the WW Blue plan and I have been struggling. The last few weeks have been a really difficult struggle for me. I've wanted a lot of junk and not so much to stay on plan, and my weight's kind of been up and down. I just weighed myself this morning, which today is Wednesday. I don't know what day you guys will see this, but today is Wednesday and that's my normal weigh-in day, and I am up a pound from last week. So I decided that I would do a What I Eat in a Day to hold myself accountable and also kind of just get myself back on track. And I have a new dessert idea that I want to try out, so I figured I would record that too. And I just really need to refocus and get back into the swing of things. I have a wedding. My best friend is getting married next month, and so I wanted to try to drop a few more pounds. But if I don't, it's not really the end of the world. But anyway, Maya and I are currently sitting in the car. I'm about to go run and she's going to play in the field. So I have a morning routine video coming out in the next few weeks. So look out for that. It will kind of give you an idea of what we do every morning now that Daniel's back at work and it's just the three of us in the morning. But Araya is back in daycare. So she goes a few hours a day, and it's kind of to get her socialized and sort of structured. So while she does that, I kind of get things done that I need to get done. We first go on a run, and then I go home and get some work done or some cleaning done, depending on the day. So I will have a routine video out in the next couple weeks, like I said, so look out for that. But we're about to go run. We're at the high school here in the town that we live in. The track is still currently closed. The doors are open, but there's a lot of no trespass signs, so I figured I wouldn't risk going and running. It's not that important. But there is a
Soccer field.
baseball field that I've been running around. It's the same sort of process. 4 laps is a mile. So I've just been doing that. I've been trying to run a mile every day and just kind of get active. Daniel and I are still working out at night, most nights when I'm not tired. But that's also something that I need to get better at. We need to be working out at least Monday through Friday, maybe even Saturday, depending on, what we're doing. But that's kind of where we're at right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get this run in, and then we will get started with our day. I have not eaten anything yet today. I did have a little bit of my lemon water. I didn't drink it all. I still need to get this drank, but I am sipping on my pre-workout as well. I put it in a 24-ounce shaker today just so that I got more water in, because that's my other issue that I've been having, is I have not been drinking enough water, which probably could aid in my weight gain too. So I need to get back on track with drinking more water, as well as, just overall eating better. So I'm gonna drink a little bit more of my pre-workout, go do my 4 laps, and then we will get started with our day. What do you think?
Okay, I have no idea what you just said, but okay.
Maya's gonna kick around the soccer ball in the field while I run. All right, so we are done. I did 1 mile in 10 minutes and 36 seconds. Maya's playing. Her soccer ball's over there. She, for some reason, is going over there. But she's just been kicking it around, playing in the dugouts. It's super pretty. It was nice. So now we're on our way home. All right, so we're back from the run and dropping off Araya from daycare. I had to run to the store really quick to get some rubber gloves because I have to go to a dress altering place to get my bridesmaid dress altered today. So they require you to have gloves, and for some reason I didn't have any in my house. So I had to go to the store to get some. So I decided that I would pick up 3 shots of espresso in a venti cup over ice from Starbucks, and I'm just gonna add in my Premier Protein. I normally do caramel or vanilla, but I don't have either one right now. I only have the bananas and cream, and then the apple cinnamon oat one, which I don't think would taste very good in coffee. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this banana cream, probably not all of it. I would say about half, maybe. Yeah, that's about half of it. And then I'm just gonna mix it up. I'm just using my reusable straw that I got from home. Mix that up. Yum. I love banana, anything banana. And so this banana and cream one I really like. But anyway, this is going to be my first points for the day. I probably shouldn't have coffee and pre-workout in the first like 2 hours, but it's okay.
Like banana and rotten fish? You like that?
This kid's been stuck at home too long. Anyway, these are my first 2 points for the day, and I am going to get my dress, and we are gonna go get my dress altered. And then I will be back in a little bit to show you guys what I'm having for lunch. So it is 1:20 and I am finally ready for lunch. I am starving. That coffee did hold me over. I got that at about 10:15 this morning. So I've been pretty full and good until now. Now I'm pretty hungry. So what I'm gonna make is this Nourish bowl that I got mine from Fred Meyer, or Fred Meyer is a Kroger affiliate store. I got this one. There were a couple other Nourish bowls that were on clearance that I got, but this one I got because it just sounded good. Spicy Thai. Yum. I love anything Thai and I love anything spicy. So I'm gonna try this. Basically what you do is you take everything out of this package, mix it all together, and cook it in the microwave for 3 to 3.5 minutes. This entire bowl is 8 points. I'm going to add some tofu to it. So I have some tofu being pressed underneath this candy jar. Once this tofu is pressed and all the water's out, I'm gonna cut it up, season it, throw it in my air fryer, and cook it for about 9 minutes. I've noticed, I found a lot of recipes online that tell you to air fry your tofu for like 20 minutes. I tried to cook it for like 15 and it was so crunchy and dry inside. It was gross, so gross. So I'm gonna try for about 9 minutes, and then I will just toss it in with this, mix it all up, and I will show you guys the finished product. So I'm gonna open this, microwave it, and then hopefully by that point my tofu will be pressed enough that I can fry it up. So it came with a Thai red curry sauce and some, whatever these are, toasted coconut it looks like. So there's kohlrabi. Sure, I'm gonna go with that's what that says. Noodles, kale, carrots, this spicy Thai sauce, and toasted coconuts. So all that's in here is these noodles, kale, carrots, and then I'm gonna add in the sauce. I think it says to add in both. Oh, it says to cover and microwave for 3 to 3.5 minutes, veggies only, and then add the sauce and microwave for 30 more seconds, and then add the coconut. So I'm gonna go ahead and microwave this. Okay, so the tofu has been pressed and it got quite a bit of the water out, so I think we're all right to go ahead and air fry them. They probably could be pressed for a little bit longer, but I am so hungry. And I didn't show you before, but the tofu that I got was the organic sprouted extra firm tofu from Trader Joe's. And I really like it. I like tofu because it's a 0-point option, at least on the blue plan. And so I use that for my protein, or I obviously use chicken, but tofu is sort of like a different approach to my regular protein. And the spicy Nourish bowl, the Thai Nourish bowl, just got done in the microwave. I added the sauce, put it in for another 30 seconds, and it should be ready to go. I'm just gonna let it sit in the microwave for a little bit when I cut up and fry up my tofu squares. So I'm just gonna cut them into squares and then season them, throw them in my air fryer, spray them with a little bit of the extra virgin olive oil spray, and we will be good to go. So my tofu's done. I put it in for 9 minutes. Some of them are still a little squishy, some are crunchy, but I'm starving, so I'm gonna put it on here. I'm gonna weigh out in ounces how much this is. It's 2.8, 2.9, so almost 3 ounces. I have a little bit left I'm gonna add into my air fryer, just so that they can cook a little bit. I may end up eating it, just because I could eat a whole block, but it'll just depend on how full I am after this. I initially did it for 5 minutes, shook it, and then put it in for another 4. So it probably could go in for a little bit longer, but I think they're okay. I just seasoned them with salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes, and minced onion. So good. So I'm gonna add this toasted coconut. I'm not gonna add it all because I don't even really like coconut that much, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm gonna taste test it for you guys. It smells so good. I make a huge mess everywhere I go. I've never had this Thai curry one. I think it's new, but it's very good. You definitely get that curry taste, and it does have a kick. So if you don't like spice, this might be a little hot for you. I did add crushed red peppers to the tofu as well, so that might be part of the kick. But it's very good. So I'm gonna eat this as my lunch. 8 points, 0 points for the tofu. I have stuff all over my shirt. 0 points for the tofu and 8 points for the entire container. It probably is calculating this as well, but I'm not going to use the rest of those. And then of course I'm having a Coke Zero to go with it. Update on my water. I had my 16 ounces of lemon water and then my 24 ounces of my water with my pre-workout. I'm going to fill this up with just 24 ounces and I'm going to sip on this, and that'll be where we're at. So I will probably have a snack before we have dinner. It'll just sort of depend. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a higher point dinner because I'm using Italian sausage. So it'll probably be a little bit higher in points, but that's okay. I have the points. I have 14 points left for today. I ended up only tracking 1 point for the banana protein, Premier protein shake, because I inputted it as half a carton, because that's what I had, was half of it in my coffee, and it ended up being 1 point. So with this and the 1 point for my coffee this morning, I have 14 points left. So I may or may not have a snack. It'll depend on how full this makes me. This is a huge bowl, so I'll probably be pretty full for a while. So I will either see you guys at dinner or a snack in a little bit. All right, guys, so it's 4 o'clock. I'm going to snack on just one nectarine. I've cut it up and I'm continuing to drink my water. And I'm gonna start dinner probably in the next hour. So this is just what I'm eating now for 0 points, and then I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so now it's 6 o'clock and I'm ready to start dinner. I saw this recipe on TikTok actually, and I had to try it. So it's bell pepper nachos. So I have these little mini peppers. I'm going to cut lengthwise and de-seed them. And then I'm gonna ground up this hot pork sausage. This is super, super high in points. So I'm gonna use half of it. And then it comes out to 8 points a serving, which is still pretty high, but I have the points, so it's all right. I'm gonna do half of this, and I thought I had ground turkey in there, but I do not, so we're just gonna have to do with half of this thing. And then I'm going to cook the other half up, and maybe I'll make it some eggs for him for tomorrow morning for his breakfast. So let's get started with all the prep. Perfect, so I'm gonna put these to the side and then I'm gonna start on the sausage. So I'm gonna cook the whole thing and then I'm gonna weigh out 8 ounces, which is half of this container. Once it's cooked, to put on top of the nachos. So while I'm making dinner, I'm just gonna snack on one of these Quaker caramel rice cake packs. Here's the nutritional content. So one bag is 100 calories and 3 smart points. I got these at my grocery outlet store, but I'm sure you can find individually wrapped ones on Amazon. I will try to link them in the description box below. But these are a perfect like sweet snack. I love the caramel ones. They're so good. So the pork is done. I've drained and rinsed it. I like to rinse pork just to get some of the extra fat off of it. I don't think it loses any flavor when I do that, but I think it just helps with the fat content. So now I'm going to weigh out 8 ounces on my food scale so I can include that in the tacos. So you can still see some of the fat, but oh, that's 8. Eight on the dot. So now we're gonna take our peppers and I'm gonna put our sausage on top. I'm gonna try to put it out as evenly. Oh, as I drop some on the ground. Get a scoop from there since I dropped it on the ground. And the way that I did the servings on this is I did 1/4 of this pan. So you can make it so much lower in points by using ground turkey or even ground beef would make it lower in points. Just because this Italian sausage is so fatty, it definitely made the points skyrocket. So I initially did the whole container of sausage in my recipe builder and it turned out to be 14 points a serving because the whole sausage thing was like 55 points or something crazy. So it's what I had in the freezer and it needed to be used, so I'm using it, I'm making it work, I'm just using half of it. So I think there will be a good amount of meat in most of these peppers. And then we're gonna have a side of soup as well, some soup that I made. Some turkey and corn chowder as a side. So I think we'll probably be okay as far as food goes. 1/4 of this is really not that much, but it'll do. Okay, so there's that. And then I inputted? I don't know if that's the right word. Okay, and then when I put it in the recipe builder, I included 1/2 cup of this Kirkland cheddar jack cheese to put on top. So I'm just going to weigh that out on my scale as well. So 1/4 of a cup is 28 grams. So let's see. 56 is what I want to get. Yeah, math is not my strong suit, and when Daniel watches this, he's going to be like, what the heck, you didn't know what 28 plus 28 is. I'm not the accountant, sir. You are. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here in grams, and I'm going to tare it or tar it, and 56 grams. So when this says negative 56, then I know I took it up. Gotta get every last bit of cheese, right? Okay, so now I'm going to bake this in my oven for about 10 minutes and I will check on it in 10 minutes. Okay guys, so this is dinner. This is 1/4 of the pan. I dished out Daniel's as well. And then this is just half of a serving of this turkey corn chowder that I made the other night. 1 full serving is 2 cups and that was 2 points. So this is 1 cup for 1 point. And then this plate is 8 points. And then I put on just a drizzle of this light yum yum sauce. I don't know how it's gonna taste, but when I opened my sour cream, it was molded. So this is gonna have to pretend to be sour cream. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of salsa and eat them like nachos and then just have my soup on the side. So this is dinner and it's going to be 9 points total. And I'm on my second water. All right guys, so it's dessert time. A little follow up on dinner. I ended up only eating half of those nachos. They were so good, but it was just a lot of food with the little bit of soup and then the side of nachos. So I ended up recalculating and it only ended up being 4 points, which is all fine. 8 points would have been fine too, but I just wasn't hungry, so I wasn't gonna push myself. But now it is time for dessert and I am so excited. I saw this recipe on skinnyishdish.com. I will have that linked down below, but I'm so excited to try it. Let's show you how we make it. Okay, so this recipe couldn't be any simpler. It calls for these shells. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, calls for these shells, which are these here. It said to bake them at 350 degrees for 4 to 5 minutes. I baked them for 5 minutes to get them nice and crispy. And then I have a key lime Chobani Greek yogurt. And I squeezed half of a lime. It ended up being more than half. I squeezed 1/2 of a lime in here. So it made it a little watery, but it tastes so good. So I put it in my recipe builder to make 2 servings, or excuse me, one for a serving for each of these. Half of this yogurt. So for 6 servings and half of this yogurt, it was 1 point apiece. So I'm gonna only use half of this yogurt and I'm gonna place them in here like this. And if you want it to be extra, you could even put like a little bit of lemon zest on top. Would be really good. Okay, so that's about half of that into these 4 pie crusts, and they look just like this. Let's turn this light off. They look just like that. Okay, and then it says to put them in the fridge. I'm actually going to eat mine now. Daniel wants one of his. I actually think he'll probably eat all 3, but so the next batch I make, I will put in the fridge, but right now I just want to try them. And then I'm going to top them with this fat-free Ready Whip. I am so excited I found this. I've been looking everywhere. You can have up to 4 tablespoons for 0 points. So I'm just gonna squirt a little on the top of each one. And look how cute those are. Yum. So this is going to be my 3-point dessert. All right, so now I'm gonna taste test it. That is so good. It tastes just like a key lime pie. Yum. It probably would be better if it was in the fridge, just kind of to set a little bit more. But so good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. And I look forward to doing more Weight Watchers WW content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I'm trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, 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 and all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh, sounds like a fool 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my head.